Hello? Are you there? Hello? Hello? Make a wish. So, I hear there's a big elephant in the corporate boardroom. Well, yep. What do we do now? We got to take a bite of this sumbitch one bite at a time. There's only one way to eat an elephant, my friend. What is the positive? Well, they learn that God most certainly exists. And that's good. That's a good lesson for people to learn. Simple enough. Simple enough. I hear they wanted to take someone's destiny. Well, that can't be good. That can't be good at all. Dirty, rotten, demonic destiny swappers. Simple enough. That's all right, though. They're getting karma. So we've got to forgive them and let it go. It's got to let them go on to wherever dirty, rotten, demonic destiny swappers go. They have a place. They're on a demonic destiny swapper timeline. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. And, I keep hearing these readers saying it over and over again. These people are begging for mercy. They used magic against an earth angel, and they don't know what to do. Well, when that shit backfires, you'll have all the physical evidence you need. You'll have all the physical evidence you need. Simple enough. Simple enough. It's not that hard to figure out. But, when I hear that they're trying to weaponize a system that was sworn to serve and protect just because they had a jolly for children, it's just what it is. I can't do anything about you putting people in charge that got a jolly for children. Simple enough. Simple enough. If they're begging for mercy, justice has been served. Let's do a reading, shall we? And when I hear these great corporations are trying to avoid the tower moment. Oh, you think they was using YouTube as an execution chamber? Is that what they've been doing? Is that what they've been doing to other people? Have they done this before? That's okay. We're just going to go ahead and return that energy to them tenfold. Then, that way you'll have all the physical corporate evidence you need. If love's intent to help or heal eradicates these people off the planet, tells me all I need to know about you fucking ignorant bastards incarnating on Earth this round. Simple enough. That's what it is. I guess they didn't want Pisces to step into their power because God came along with that shit, huh? Simple enough. Where is this Earth Angel? Let's talk about this. Where is this person they tried to do that to? Simple enough. And it's what it is. That's why you step back. you just step back. Oh, no, Mr. Bill. Oh, no. Thank you for your comment, Starseed, about it being a breath of fresh air. And I'll tell that story. I've lost a starseed before due to YouTube. And myself. I'm not going to say that I wasn't completely involved. I'm going through Jose Silva mind control training. Not to bring a lot of Josh's personal business into it, but let's just say he had a traumatic situation. Things that he didn't understand as a 21-year-old child. Let's start off with My Two Dads. He was the star of My Two Dads. We'll just leave it at that. They owned a floral shop. It was some birdcage shit, and they liked to party and do things. And Josh partied with them. He's 21, so hell, I partied with his dad. So they were cool guys. But Josh had gifts, so they told him he was crazy. Josh got on medication. the kids, they're more interested in the drugs. When you start medicating starseeds, that's the number one thing they want to do is change the way they feel. They're empathic. So when you give them something that changes the way they feel, hell, I'm codependent on that. I've been there. I've been there. I let them guinea pig me for quite some time. Oh, he's crazy. but yet I get spirit speaking to me through other people before Michael Jackson dies. Oh, that's crazy. It doesn't matter. Michael Jackson's dead as shit. It doesn't matter how crazy it is. We knew before it happened. Did we think Emily was responsible? As Spirit certainly spoke through her, and Spirit speaks through people to me all the time now. Who's guiding him? Other people. Spirit speaks to me through others now. Now that I know how to call upon it and ask so that I receive the information that I need. It's part of the signs from the universe. What, didn't you fucking study it? What's wrong with you? What, you can't study? You can't learn these things? Who's guiding Pisces? God. The God consciousness within you, within me, within everybody. When I talk to God, I do it through other people. Give you an example. Anyway, back to the star seed that left the beautiful comment in my comments. So Josh had two dads, whatever, medicated, 21 years old, was what Dolores Cannon would call an indigo, a crystal, or a rainbow children. Okay. So a starseed, he had gifts. I'm going through. Hey, what's up, Di? This is Di, my friend. Every QHHT practitioner needs a happy, healthy Di, my friend. So we've got Josh in this situation. I was just talking with Di about this earlier. So Josh is in this situation where he's medicated. His gifts are heightened to a very, very, it was obvious. No confirmation. No one around him say, hey, that's what it is. Run the time 7:27. I was late on that. You'll have to go back. Simple enough. See, you'll have situations where I'll have clients come in, and we'll be in the middle of a talk, and I'll get my spiritual knocks on the wall, and I'll point it out to him. Di has absolutely no clue. I'll wait till he leaves. I get knocked. I don't want him. It's just what it is. He's not ready for shit like that, and I'm learning just like everyone else. However, here, we get spiritual knocks on the wall. What is a spiritual knock on the wall? You can Google it. So anytime you hear me say words that you don't understand, chances are you can go and Google them, because that's the only reason I say them. What does he mean by that? Fucking Google it. Anyway, so you've got Josh medicated. They've given him a diagnosis. He's hearing voices, things of this nature. I'm going through Jose Silva mind control training. Our other roommate is the retired chief of police. So you got this guy, he's teaching me how to build a wall. I've told this story before. And they use the Jose Silva mind control method to catch the Riverside Strangler in California. So as I'm listening to Tom tell me these stories, he's like, yeah, we had detectives that could find goons and droogs better than the doogs. What's the problem? Physical evidence. You got to have physical evidence in a court of law. What was the other problem? Can detectives losing their minds? Spirit, astral entities and shit coming to them. That's what it is. They went nuts. That's why Tom still wanted it. Because I'm talking about chasing astral entities with the retired chief of police. He's like, just build a wall. Like, what do you mean? He said, you'll figure it out. And I did. He knew there wasn't anything he could say to me. He sat and watched me get damn near 88% on focus roulette apps. He's like, you're going to make me rich one day. I said, I'm going to try. Anyway. Good old Tom Webb. Why did everything come crashing down? Josh. I'm trying to explain to Josh how gifted he is and how when you have a traumatic situation like my two dads, situation like that, everyone is on their own journey. Move that energy out of the way. As painful as it is to be unwanted by someone that is happy living their lives, you can't be a happiness hater, right? However, these substances, and they're all cheap and they're all on cannabis, da 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 da. Can't wait until med day to go to the doctor and get their scripts. Me, I'm off all that shit. I was in sobriety. Hell, this is a sober living home where it was also a cannabis collective, so it was kind of cool. Anyway, listening to these kids talk and knowing just how developed they were, but misguided, completely fucking misguided. They scared the shit out of people. Their gifts scared the shit out of people. Me, especially. So I'm sitting there trying to talk to Josh about ascension, and he's telling me how crazy he is, and I'm like, Josh, why do you think you're crazy? He said, the devil's in my head. I said, I'm chewing this kid out in my head. Fucking Josh, why won't you listen? Something's wrong with you. Who knows what I was saying? It doesn't matter. When I asked Josh, Josh, what is the devil saying? He repeated word for word what I was saying in my head. Like Sookie from True Blood. I'm baffled. I'm like, Josh, that's not the devil in your... Please, God, Josh, that's not the devil in your head. Simple enough. I turned him onto YouTube to look at some ascension material, higher self channel, research servants ministries, personality hacking, all that shit. He come across some individuals and then self-deleted one night. So we're all sitting around. Everybody's like, well, where's Josh? I see a flash. I'm like, well, I have a pretty good idea of where Josh is. Told him, I said, he wasn't in very, very good shape when he left. I said, we probably ought to start calling around and looking for him. And they're like, what do you mean? I saw the flash. What does that mean? Well, fucking, I don't know. I'm psychic too. So anyway, we're eating lunch the next day. Two guys that we're roommates with. Let's go get some lunch. Okay, cool. So I'm sitting there and we all sit down to eat. We've just paid for lunch. We take 2 bites and get a phone call. They found Josh. Oh, wonderful. Simple enough. So, make a long story short, losing a starseed to individuals on YouTube who work together in a collaboration to raise your vibration, lower your vibration with their mommy and daddy issues so that they keep the collective in a state of depolarization, and then come in once a month with moon magic and harvest energy off of them. They're creating containers, and they tell you what they're doing. That way they don't get caught. They're creating a meditation container. Everyone comes into the container and raises their vibration and whoop. Swipe the energy for manifestation. That's why you got moon magic all in the cards. Cool. You got physical evidence. We got moon magic emails. We've got fucking readers picking up the energy. Yeah, that's what it is. So I go to check out one of these situations and I get there and there's an individual there. Glamour spell like nobody's business. People were magnetically all over this karmic. Shit doesn't work on me. It repels me. Anyway, leave it alone. So now you've got the energy in the cards of they have been harvesting the light off of the light beings in a corporate situation like what, YouTube? And then they're all in on it because you've got all these copycats all over YouTube making views, harvesting views for the company, playing with our numbers using fucking Tukey Tarot. You ever seen Tukey Tarot? You tell me why all the tarot readers have to have a disclaimer for entertainment purposes only, but then you get to Tukey. I'm a healer, I'm a light worker, I'm a tarot reader, and you go in her description box and nothing, you can't find her. That's what it is. Flesh bots. Okay, great. So it's War of the Machines. They're taking the material off of the creators, those with a creator consciousness, and then giving it over to the fucking Antichrist consciousness. Oh, look at what AI is doing for us. Let's worship this Antichrist consciousness. Oh my God, look at the money. Oh, thank you, Antichrist consciousness. Oh, thank you, Antichrist consciousness. That's what it is. When I look at their numbers and they get fucking 35,000 views in fucking 2 minutes because AI is amping up the algorithm or they're buying subscribers, who knows? Go into their comments. Oh, you have such a nice smile. Fucking Fleshbot. Oh, you have such a nice smile. Your voice is so soothing. All I can think of is a big old fat guy with a beard, the catfish. Yeah, I need me a turkey tarot. I need her to have a beautiful smile and a soothing voice to just sucker these people right in. Antichrist consciousness. Come on, AI. Bring them in for us. When I hear a reader saying they have done this to people before, trying to harvest their healing energy, and then I can't find people like Lyra Ray, the Princess of Pleiades, a starseed. She hasn't posted anything in over 3 to 5 years. So when I hear a reader say, you're not the first person they've done this to, they've done this to others. And then I turn one kid onto it that gets so depressed about ascension he self-deletes. Oh, they're doing self-delete spells and depression spells and blah, 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 blah. And then I run into an alien abduction victim that starts a channel and rises to some kind of stardom off of her beauty and and the perfect place to be taken. I have a special set of skills that made me an absolute fucking nightmare for people like you. So I infiltrated them. I think I did a pretty good job. What's the issue? I had another YouTube channel. That's where it all started. And I disappear for a time. Come back, fucking, these people thought they'd seen a ghost. That's what it is. Your light triggers their demons. Okay, great. Thank you for that, tarot reader. Where are the other people with their light activated that triggers these demons? Did they not know that angels torment demons? If I can tell the truth, shame the devil. And now you've got corporates. Oh, God, what do we do now? Oh, God, fucking Loki. You ever seen Dogma? Old Loki has walked into the corporate boardroom. You fucking told everybody how many times this bastard's cheated on his wife, how this guy didn't wash his hands when he came out of the bathroom. Using that good old God-connected intuition. Fucking freaking out nuns in the airport. That motherfucker's not real. So why do I have multiple readers talking about people casting magic at a healer? I only need if two shall see, so shall it be. What is the problem? That energy is going back on them. They're starting to get karma now. Okay, great. Great. I'm so sorry. Justice system that got weaponized. Are any of you guys suffering the results of karma? Cool. Then go talk to the group that got you involved. Guilty by association. Period. Simple enough. Simple enough. If you have one poison apple on the tree, the whole fucking the whole tree can suffer because of one witch's poison apple. So that's why we're not a part of that tree. I'm sorry, I'm just not a part of your tree of life. I'm sorry, I don't herd it together with a bunch of poison apples. My light triggers your apple's demons. Simple enough. So we got happiness haters out there, huh? Okay, great. So are they doing happiness hater hate crimes? God got us all that is. Angels, archangels, ascended masters, the divine white light has to be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. That's what it is. I mean, if I were to tell you everybody's love, everybody's light, everybody's health, everybody's wealth, everybody's abundance is just scattered a little bit of everywhere. So you got to think, my last channel, I'm manifesting ghosts, all kinds of shit with my astral vision. Right, you got witches and shit. You got them throwing magic and entities and shit at me. I'm making art out of them. That's what was on my other channel. Simple enough. Fuck, I don't know what was going on. I was having fun with it. Everybody's love, everybody's light, everybody's health, everybody's wealth, everybody's abundance is scattered out. Simple enough. Right? And me knowing that it takes at least 6 months just a claim from the knowledge keeper, a Reiki master, out in the middle of the jungle somewhere, got his grandson translating the steps of how to activate Reiki for astral sight in the fastest time possible. It's still 6 months of dedication, 10 minutes a day into yourself. And if I know from doing the research through fucking Google that the average human attention span is 8 seconds, why do you think AI clips are only 8 seconds long? Because that clip can hold your attention. The average human attention span is held for 8 seconds. So all of these AI, they flash. You get 8-second flashes because it holds your attention. Next frame, next frame, next frame. 8 seconds long. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. When they use AI can only give you an 8-second thing. So you've got 8-second frames back to back. Am I right about that? Cool. The average human attention span is 8 seconds long. I wonder why that works so well for them. They hold their attention for 8 seconds and then take it over for another 8 seconds. Then take it. It's mind control. That shit doesn't work on me. It sets off the ick, the INFJ balanced, both sides of the brain. Right? So when that 8 seconds flips over, it hits my ick. It short circuits it triggers my demon. Think about that. Hits my negative energy. That's fucking. What am I witnessing here? Something's wrong with that. They're doing something in the dark because it just triggered my dark side. Left brain, right brain, subconscious mind. So, yes, that will give you an idea, Starseed, on why I appreciate you guys putting up with me. Losing Josh, that was years ago. I'll never fucking be okay. when Sookie, you ever seen True Blood? When Sookie leaves the bar from Bill and she couldn't hear Bill's thoughts, Josh was me word for word. Right, and I'm going through Jose Silva mind control training. The whole point of Jose Silva mind control training is Jose Silva was a radio repairman. He was trying to reduce the resistance, the electrical interference in his grandchild's brain. He was guinea pigging his kids to help them learn. She had trouble reading. As a radio repairman, he reduced the electrical frequency with binaural beats in her brain. What did he create? A 5-year-old that didn't know how to read, that was finishing the sentences of the book he was reading to her. He made her a super psychic at 5. Same way, this is why I love those stories. Same way Dolores Cannon, guinea pig Julia Cannon, and her kids. Simple enough. Right? Who is leading Pisces? You ever read Julia Cannon's book, Soul Speak? When the student's ready, the teacher appears, your own intuitive soul. Cards in the upright? No. Cool. You didn't see that sleight of hand. I still had to go within. The INFJ is a walking contradiction. Even if we do listen to our intuition, we still have to go within to make it. Shit's not always right. I think you're talking about a pendulum. Cool. That's like every decision based on the same pendulum. Is, am I making the absolute right decision here? Does that mean you're always right? No, but it certainly tells you how you feel with muscle testing. Love is all there is. Do, 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 do. So I hear they're taking out Earth Angels and Starseeds for their creative works, the investments that they put in, because the little trigger demons are jealous of the time and money you have invested into yourself for your spiritual gifts. They're spiritual gift haters, and they can't heal themselves. They have to harvest energy off of others to heal. Is that what you ladies are telling me? You think they picked the right one? It's what it is. What's the difference between me and them? I wouldn't do anything like that. I'm twice as dark as those individuals. Eat that fucking karma health, boy. Simple enough. I can't do anything about that. They put Pisces through the ringer. Now you're going to have whole groups going through the ringer. Looking for someone to blame. Cool. Blame the fucking universal laws you broke. Can't do anything about that. We told them, and now that shit is backfiring. Okay, great. And you've got readers talking about all these people are taking on losses and doing everything they could to block your manifestations and to cause you health concerns and using unalive magic. Simple enough. They tried to attack a highly protected person. Great. Where is that highly protected person? You can't worry about people that were attacking that individual. I'm looking for those highly protected people. I'm looking for those with light that triggers their demons. Fucking no gratitude. Their health is upside down. There's no gratitude in the situation. Now they're having ego deaths. Imagine that. Imagine that. The whole group, the whole cult got took down by one person. That's what y'all are saying. That's what y'all are telling everyone. Great. Where is that one person? You can't worry about a death cult that has their own energy going back on them. No. Where are these healers? I'm focusing on them. Putting my focus on them. Simple enough. Lack of faith. They had absolutely no faith. It only takes a mustard seed. And just because the master says mountain move, that's going to be the problem. And the readers are already telling everyone that. So I'm going to come out as well. Just because I can clear that karma does not fucking mean I'm going to. Period. Here's my card. I got other people to fucking worry about. Maybe, hell, and everybody, when I hear a group of fucking humans went after an earth angel, well, okay, cool. Define group and fucking humans. Is that everybody? I'm looking for the ones that they went after, not the people that went after them. It's the dumbest shit I ever heard. So they tried to take out an earth angel. That's the meditation card. However, that person doesn't look like an earth angel. That is a bodhisattva or an earth angel with a divine haloed union. God don't put rings on fingers, ladies. He puts halos on heads. Aww. Simple enough. And that's the thing. They didn't ascend. You either ascended or you got left behind. For that crown to fit, you got to balance out both sides of your brain. Okay, great. The introverted intuitives are a little bit more adept to that. Are there techniques that you can use to activate the other side of your brain? Absolutely. What is the problem? Depolarization. These warlocks, once they depolarize, they just don't give a shit anymore. They have no empathy left. That's why they don't give a shit who they hurt. They don't care. Okay, cool. So the INFJ is able to do that and still maintain their divinity. Simple enough. Maskers. Simple enough. Difference between a fucking seer and a warlock. We see everywhere that we see everything they do wrong, and then when you tell them we're more superior than you. Yeah, but we see where you fucked up. Yeah, but we're still more superior. We take out them seers. They just see shit. Oh, them seers are crazy. Those seers, those INFJ seer of souls, they see our souls and we don't have one, so they're fucking crazy. It's called the INFJ Seer of Souls for a reason there, bucko. Simple enough. You activate your astral vision. What the hell do you think a Seer of Soul sees? And that was the main thing. When I tell people that spiritual businesses come with karma because of spirits, fucking number one, they don't believe in spirits. Two, they certainly don't believe in karma. And three, they don't believe in anything you fucking, they think you're crazy. Okay, great. So you're telling me that I come with the fucking manual for what everybody's doing in the dark, the shit that I do? Mr. Death Cult. As a QHHT practitioner, I can walk around with a smile on my face and two middle fingers swinging around in the air, talking about I've taken 40 people through the death experience. It's past life regression. I can wish death on anyone in 117 countries. So past life regression. It's Dolores Cannon's method. You go to the QHHT website, find a practitioner in your area. Oh, he just wished death on us. It's the death experience. You're going through a past life regression. You've got that energy in the cards and people are freaking out. There's a interdimensional fucking time traveler in the cards. QHHT is going into the past. That is fucking time travel. If I take you through a past life regression, that is time travel. You're going into the past. The future doesn't exist. It hasn't happened yet. That's what the Akashic Records will tell you. The Akashic Records is a library of all past and present with future possibility energies all collected in one database. Simple enough. The future, not set in stone. The future is now. That's why when I hear a psychic telling you that they're predicting your future, so that's the fucking number one rule in QHHT that we don't do. People want to know their future. No, you don't. If we told you what you came here to do, you wouldn't want to do it. Oh, I'm looking for my soulmate. Why? If you don't meet your soulmate on your soul's path, you got to get on your soul's path first. You meet your soulmate before you're on your soul's path, guess what? You won't get anything done. You have to persevere. You have to fucking step. You have to step over the devil. You don't think Pisces understood the assignment? That's what, and I tell them the whole time, so I know exactly the trick. As long as confirmation. That's what it is. You tell them so you don't get karma. They don't believe you. Okay, cool. I'm not responsible for what people can believe. Simple enough. You got to think that is the energy that's in the cards. These people started a huge smear campaign because they were talking about energy that they don't understand. Pisces, your energy affects people in ways they don't understand. Yet they're out here fucking telling everybody about it. So that means anyone who has talked about something they didn't take the class for was talking out of their fucking neck hole about energy that they don't understand. Imagine that. And now we've got health concerns. Truth is out. The word of spirit. Confirmation. That's what it is. Did you hear that spiritual knock on the ceiling? Simple enough. And the higher self is not going to give you more than what you can handle. Right? My NDE came with angels. Angelic Reiki comes with angels. Oh, there's a Pisces sun surrounded by the angels. And hey, Vinny, look at this Earth angel glowing with the light of God. Let's go attack that shit so that Italy gets wiped off the face of the planet on his birthday. All over money. Imagine that. Simple enough. Every time they attack that Earth angel, a natural disaster happens. No shit. And you had mafia all in the cards right around my birthday, the 16th, and the flood hit Italy on the 14th. Imagine that. These were warnings. God's been warning these people. For how long now? How many fucking warnings? They've been given every warning sign possible. We keep telling them, oh, that person's crazy. Now there's no way out for them. And oh, God, we're the victims. It's all your fault. What? That we told you beforehand and you kept pushing? Simple. Hey, you know what? There is a sign that says bottomless pit ahead. Pay attention to the signs. Oh, then we don't believe in the signs from the universe. Okay, cool. Then you can believe in, yeah, we don't even have to remove that negative energy. It's falling in its own fucking bottomless pit. Imagine that. The ego deaths are leading to bottomless pits. Lack of faith in the situation. Failure. That's what it is. There's absolutely nothing you can do for these people. It's called what comes around goes around. Not what comes around goes around then back around. No. We went through a death and a rebirth process that we were chosen to do. Cool, then they have to go through the same process. Oh, but how do we go through a death and rebirth process? That's between you and God. It has fucking nothing to do. Your spiritual awakening is none of my business. Higher consciousness being supported by people with no fucking intuition. Imagine that. You either have higher consciousness or you don't. Either way, people with no intuition, they're absolute failures, are supporting that. With love, there's all there is. They don't meditate, and they're being supported by upside down families that don't meditate. Dark families that don't meditate, hating on someone who does. Oh, we hate their spiritual gifts that they earn through meditation. Oh, we hate the happiness that they find in the joy it brings when they meditate. Masters in the upright. Thank you, Mikhail Yasui. What is supporting the master? The change in consciousness. Simple enough. Simple enough. Okay, love's all there is, and changing consciousness is supporting that shit. That's what it is, right? Oh no, they tried to take out an earth angel. Better me than another one of my fucking starseed roommates. They wanted that earth angel to martyr himself. What, they want me to die for their sins? What the fuck is wrong with these sinners? Bad health, truth is out, and we're going to nurture that shit. Congratulations. No gratitude over top of wealth. Yep, women are flipped upside down. You're gold diggers. Simple enough. You have women who aren't doing the work, making an incredibly bad name for the women who are. They don't like the tarot readers. They don't like the ones that are in the spiritual community. Why? You do relationship readings. Fucking simple enough. Monks wore an off-colored robe from the prisoners. They wore a brown, they wore a burnt orange. They would go to market with their offering bowl and stand there. A fucking handout. They'd have their hand out with a bowl. Women would come up because they knew the monks were psychics. They were seen as spiritual deviants. They could fucking do anything. Is he cheating on me? Yes, my child. She throws some shit in his bowl. They had the gift of discernment. they were free counselors for an offering. Simple enough. Harmony and balance. Harmony and balance is supporting the fact that we don't have to take this trash out. It's doing itself with its own ego deaths. Simple enough. Simple enough. And wasn't that the energy? That's the cover up. That is the huge cover up. Is they heard divination abusers heard the word death around the earth angel this time last year. Right? We just put an end to what we were doing. They thought death was finite. Right? Oh God. We've been paying bribes. We've been trying to take this person out. Let's try again. 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 Let's try. That's what's been in the fucking cards since last year. Okay, great. Where's that earth angel? I can't fucking work with failures that keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Those are fucking failures. The fucking triggered demons in society. Manifested. Simple enough. Absolute failures have now been manifested. Congratulations. Their biggest flex in life is they're a fucking failure. Congratulations. Guess what? Death was my biggest failure. It's fucking. So, if Dolores Cannon can take down Pierre in France, and that was her main thing, is when we're doing therapy with someone going through a QHHT or a quantum healing hypnosis technique session, that's the main thing, the client. Don't be pulling clients in and asking questions for yourself just because you have that enlightened thirst for knowledge. However, that's how all of her books were written. What people said in a QHHT session. It spoon-fed her for 23 years. Shockingly spoon-fed her for 23 years. So I know all about breadcrumbing. The higher self, nose is itching on that one. She takes Pierre down in a session, the client most important part of the session. She would get permission doing a demonstration in France. She traveled the world. So she's in France. Pierre, do I have permission to ask questions for myself at the very end of your session? Yes, he would give her conscious consent. Right there at the end, she'd say, do you have any wisdom, any concepts for my new book? And the fucking higher self would give her a concept. Okay, great. So now she's got it recorded. So then she would leave France. She would leave France and she would go to Dallas, Texas, and Susie would come up to be Dolores Cannon's guinea pig at another demonstration of QHHT. She'd ask Susie at the end of the session, do I have your permission to ask questions for myself? They'd give her conscious consent. At the very end of the session, she'd say, do you have any wisdom, any concepts for my book that I'm writing? And it would fucking pick up in Susie right where it left off in Pierre in France. Dolores is shocked. What the fuck do you do? It's like going from a Starbucks in France to a Starbucks in Dallas, Texas, and sitting down with an old friend having another cup of coffee. It did that to her for 23 years. That's how she wrote all of her books. The one thing that we can't do is how she wrote her books. You can't copy that. Can't copy what she did. That was Dolores' path. Simple enough. How does that apply to all of us? Okay, great. So, hey, tarot readers. This is a piece of cardboard. The higher self knows weight, distance, texture, measurement, and the picture that is on the card before the artist ever draws it. And yes, this came out in the upside down. Had I pulled it this way, it would have still been in the upside down. So we've got frenemies in the midst. Wonderful. So if it's the same higher self that is setting everyone up, the same higher self that is in Pierre, that is in Susie in Dallas, that Dolores Cannon wrote 20 books with, the same higher self that's helping you read these cards, and there's one unique 316 birth chart that has tapped in directly to the higher self through that QHHT method and channeling Reiki. And they've decided to attack the light. Cool. So if you've got that many tarot readers that are being able to read that energy, and I'm telling you I control my mind that's connected to the all that is. Did they try to sacrifice the Earth Angel? Or you on the other side of the mirror? We're all one. Everybody's been living off the backs of the Earth Angel, and now they're all starting to see the results of karma affecting that destiny in terms of love, light, health, wealth, or abundance through gossip, through magic, through multiple means. Okay, cool. So where does that put everybody when black magic was used? It's a simple question. No one meditates on the situation. Families are being flipped upside down, and everybody's in a spiritual war times 1,000. They used Jinn on the collective. That energy is going back on them and all involved as a dark, fragmented soul. So if you're not protected by the light, y'all getting some jinn whispers? Those are entities specifically used on fortune tellers. Masters in the upright, change of consciousness is supporting it. And yes, they attune to the wrong thing. Are they spiritually protected? It's a simple question. My last channel is what started all of this shit. The elites using jinn on the collective to play puppet master. What's the problem with that? I've already learned that past life lesson. I was a fucking puppet master. The master becomes the servant, and then the servant becomes the master. We were in the dark ages back then. Now we're here for the light. And they're getting left in the fucking dark. Women who can teach you anything are from the grave. You've got Anubis all off in the cards. Okay, cool. Who is Anubis? Anubis is the protector of the dead. And you have what I call maggot brains. Your definition of maggot brains may be something completely different than mine. People tainting these women's legacies from the grave. Madame Takata, Dolores Cannon, women who have stood the test of time from the grave with people feeding off of their knowledge when they have absolutely zero connection. Controlling the narrative. And Dolores told us that before she passed away. She made videos about there being misinformation. Organizations specifically designed to give you nuggets of truth with a control narrative, a control factor thrown in. They get you to exactly where they want you, and then they add fear. Then they discourage you from your path. And at the same time are taking your power away from you because it's a power grab. Fuck yeah, and they're worried because I see through that illusion and bullshit. Prove me wrong. Simple enough. Now we're at the point to where, somebody's woke up. Cool. Then if somebody woke up, that means you're fucking asleep. I got no compassion for that shit, period. You've got warlocks begging for mercy. They'll continue begging. Nothing we can do about that. It's called what comes around goes around, not what comes around goes around and then back around. No. It only goes one direction, stops. Fucking spirit is on the case. I can't do anything about that. What they wanted for another is what they wanted for themselves. Now they are getting for themselves what they wanted for another. They got what they wanted. Fuck yeah, karma. They wanted karma, they got it. They wanted to destiny swap with karma. Fucking make it make sense. Pisces, you're walking karma, and they wanted to destiny swap with that. That means they destiny swapped with pure fucking karma. Energy exchange. They wanted to attach their karma to karma. Karmics wanted to attach their karma to karma. Cool, that's somebody standing outside with one vehicle and jumper cables, sticking the cables to their tongue, expecting to get the light to come on. You got to have a vehicle. It's mind, body, and soul. Not mind, not body. There's 3 components to that shit. They're fucking missing a piece. Probably the mind. Masters in the upright, changing consciousness is supporting it. They attuned to the wrong thing because they're a bunch of dark arts. Okay, great. Sweet. And that's the whole point of all this. These people in the dark did not want to see the divine successful, unaware that the Bodhisattva sees the divine within the all that is. Everyone is divine, regardless if they know it or not. So what they wanted for that divine light on another is what they wanted for the divine light within themselves. And now that they're getting what they wanted, oh no, I'm the victim of your own ignorance. Period. Simple enough. So, the master what is our final 5D? What did the master bring? Karma. Cool. So, what is the change in consciousness leading to? Masculines. Your emperors are flipped upside down. These masculine energies that cannot create without feminine energy are now flipped upside down. I hear they've been harvesting divine feminine negative energy. Is that true? Did they not realize that shit was going to have a negative effect in the end? Yeah, fucking and can't get their prayers answered. There is no way to pray their way out of this. There is nothing that they can do, and want to hold someone else accountable other than themselves. They got what they wanted. What they wanted for another is what they wanted for themselves. Now they are getting exactly what they wanted. Okay, and now they're in their emotions over it. Can't do anything about that. Love is all there is, and they have no emotional intelligence. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. Focus on the people that aren't fucking affected. That's what I'll be doing. Simple enough. Simple enough. It's that easy. You've got people that have set out to take out creators so that they could give their creations over to AI. Plain and simple. How many have you seen the Galactic Federation of Light told to you by this guy? That's what it is. They've already swiped Alan Watts shit, Neville Goddard shit, Jordan Peterson shit, tarot reader shit. They're having a free for all because you don't know any better. You keep giving them your focus. They're getting views off of YouTube, and YouTube is allowing it. What is the problem? Somebody got magic involved. That's what it is. Okay, great. So them trying to take out an individual with magic did nothing other than take them out with their own magic. There's your physical evidence. Congratulations. 10-10-2025. Broke down to a 9 for divine endings and conclusions. Simple enough, right? And you've got, what is the difference? What is the problem that we're looking at? Because I certainly can't be the only one. There's got to be more than one chosen one out there with a light that triggers their demons. There's got to be more than one healer or teacher with a business out there that's stuck in this fucking loop of confusion with people that are stupid. There's got to be more than one. Simple enough. But that's my thing, is if they've done it to others and got away with it until they got to one and it didn't work, cool. Where is that one it didn't work on? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that unstoppable Michael Myers energy that shit doesn't work on. That's who I'm looking for. You can't work with people that have their own evil intentions going back on them. No, you can't heal that. You can't. You just have to let that go. It's in the past. Namaste.